Israel has been conducting merciless bombing of the Gaza Strip. Basic infrastructure has been reduced to rubble. Hospitals, schools, universities, mosques, and churches have all been reduced to ruin. Tens of thousands of civilians are dead. We are told that this bombing is necessary to defeat Hamas. What an idiotic claim. Merciless bombing of civilians has never worked as a means of defeating an insurgency. It has a proven record of repeated failure. The USA tried it in Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. In all three nations, it created more support for the insurgents and resulted in communist victory. The Soviet Union tried this approach against the Islamists in Afghanistan. Soon, those Islamists were governing the country. The USA tried this approach in Iraq and Afghanistan, and we all know how that ended. Both nations are now governed by Islamist lunatics. Saudi Arabia tried this approach in Yemen. It transformed the Houthi rebels from a small militia to one of the most capable and significant military forces in the Middle East. The Assad regime attempted to suppress rebels with merciless airstrikes. And where is Assad now? Hiding in Russia as Islamists govern Syria. This approach is a proven failure. It fails at every opportunity. Dropping bombs simply does not work. It kills innocent civilians and pushes them towards the insurgency. It makes them sympathize with the enemy. It radicalizes them. People who are being mercilessly bombed have nothing to lose. They have already lost everything. They will be angry and vengeful. They will gladly sacrifice themselves to get revenge. Merciless bombing simply does not work. It is a failed approach, and the historical record makes that very clear. Contrast this with the successful handling of insurgencies. Northern Ireland, for example. If Britain had mercilessly bombed Northern Ireland, it would still be a war zone to this day. But instead, they chose the restrained and diplomatic path, and it worked. How can anyone actually think the merciless bombing of Gaza is going to defeat Hamas? You would have to be stupid to think this will work. It will make the population of Gaza more radical and vengeful than ever. They will be heavily desensitized to violence, they will be furious, and rightly so. And so the cycle continues. Israel has one of the most capable military forces on the planet. They know that this approach will not defeat Hamas, because their goal is not simply to defeat Hamas. Their goal is to make the Gaza Strip uninhabitable. Their goal is to displace the Palestinian population so they can resettle the Strip. It is ethnic cleansing, pure and simple. They are very open about this being their revolting ambition. They want the Strip to be uninhabitable. They want to force the population out. It has nothing to do with defeating Hamas. It is about building their disgusting ethno-state. The Hamas attack was just a convenient excuse to accelerate the building of the ethno-state. We must put a stop to the depravity of this deranged, disgusting, belligerent ethno-state.